Hi, my name is Lisa Markley, and I live in Dallas, Texas. I live in a little neighborhood called Oak Cliff, and I have been writing songs since high school. Not that I would let anybody hear them, but I've been writing songs since high school. I've been making music for as long as I can possibly remember, and I just remember having to reach up to grab the piano keys at my grandma's house. And it's pretty much gone from there. You couldn't get me off the piano. And I went from that to my record collection. I always had little 78s or LPs, 33s, that I was listening to from age 3 through high school. And it was all song. It was all song, I realize now, that I was listening to. Until high school, when I started really getting heavily into Count Basie and all of Sammy Nestico arrangements. And I was big time into Chicago. Since I'm a trombone player, I was listening to a lot of horn stuff, a lot of Tower of Power, and Doobie Brothers, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and all that. But I wrote my first song at 16. I wouldn't let anybody hear it. I notated out the piano part, and I let people play the piano part, but I wouldn't let them see the lyrics, and I never let them hear the song. And it was really just a pretty mediocre attempt at being like Barry Manilow. I won't even go any further into that. But I basically, that was my beginnings in songwriting until I got a guitar. And then I learned to play guitar by working my way through a volume, Paul Simon Complete. And that was when I really started forming opinions about what I liked about songs. Rather than just saying, oh, I really love this song, I began really thinking about, well, why do I like this song? And I'd be deconstructing things that I liked and things that didn't work for me. And that was still when I was in high school. And then came Joni Mitchell, and I was gonzo. That's pretty much all there is to it. Nowadays, here I am, I'm pushing 50, and I'm pushing my limits. I've hit an age where, we all hit that age where we lose those we love. And I've lost my mother, and my 2 brothers passed away over the past few years. And I have lived my life as an introvert and afraid of making mistakes and afraid of being heard. And I get in my own way when I write. I'm not very prolific. I shut things down. And I'm tired of that. And so I've spent my life scared of the dark, scared of displeasing others, scared of not being good enough, scared of my own voice, and scared of my editor. And I'm done. So I began facing my fears. I signed on to return to grad school at University of North Texas, this time in jazz studies, which I was too chicken to do the first time. And I had the great privilege of singing in Jazz Singers 1 and traveling around and getting my butt kicked by kids that are like the age of my son. It's really mind-blowing. And I had improv class, which really, really pushed me to my absolute limits. There's nothing like crashing and burning over and over every single day in front of a live rhythm section to make you realize that there's nothing to be feared in the mistakes, that the mistakes are where the good stuff happens. And now, after spending 2 years just delving into jazz standards and not really writing much, I want to see where my sense of freedom and fearlessness will take me as far as writing. And now I feel like I've finally discovered a sense of play in making music that I don't think I ever had before. And so, let's see where it goes. In addition to that, I'm a music teacher, and I teach just about full time. And when you're counting kids through Orff pieces, drum grooves all day long, teaching them to sing 3-part rounds, just looping music all day long, you kind of burn out, and I'll get home and I won't want to hear a note. And I really need something to kick me in the butt and make me continue writing when I'm burned out. And so here I am, real women and real music, or real songs. And so that's it. Feel the fear, do it anyway. See ya.